I decided to start life on the station as a discount Godzilla. Not as scary as a regular Godzilla, but just as fun. I wandered the corridors of the station, confused as to what I must do. What was my purpose in life? There was no one interesting around. No one I recognized anyway. I felt the urge to commit misdemeanors and destroy the station. I found out my vocal cords were missing, my tender voice replaced by the unpleasant gargling of a loathsome chaff. I felt around in my pockets and discovered I had several Chaplin figurines. These were clearly going to be my only friends. I hurled my Chaplins at a nearby person like Senbon or Kunai and yelled a challenge. The station was dark and intimidating and made me feel like a lizard ninja. My prey fled wounded into the darkness. I pursued him through the medical bay until I cornered him in a room. Bored, I decided to nick some medical supplies and head out. I decided to play it safe and pretended to be one of the harmless figurines for a while. Then I got bored and moved out again. Seeing humans, my Godzilla DNA ignited, and I was compelled to roar at them. The human female was terrified. I couldn't help myself. I grabbed her and carried her around the corridor. Mwahahaha! She was clearly impressed and, dare I say, found me strangely attractive. I asked her if she was afraid, and she was. I gave her my hat as a reward. I had made her day. And thus I stomped off into the night. Suddenly, the Godzilla genes took over and I made an excellent life choice. Before I knew what was happening, I'd been brutally beaten to the ground by none other than Lily Rothschild, who picked me up in her clammy hands and dragged me off to a makeshift holding cell.
Wait, I want to help.
Knowing they would never let me out again, but also knowing human weakness, I realized the only way to get myself out would be to abuse the kindness of my fellow man. I set about myself with a sharp implement.
Hey you, go down, find them.
Before long, a crowd of onlookers had gathered and watched on in horror as I repeatedly jabbed the circular saw into my extremities.
Hey you, go down, find them. Hey you, go down, find them. Utility. Hey you, go down, find them.
The doctors came in, but I felt my lifeblood ebbing away. Maybe, just maybe, I had gone too far. Maybe, just maybe they were too late. I awoke in unfamiliar surroundings. It turned out my good friend James Nowak, also a lizard, and potentially also a discount Godzilla, in disguise of course, had saved me. We headed for the emergency shuttle. Having survived, there was only one thing I could do. I threw myself out of the airlock and into the cold vacuum of space.